Hello. Sorry, I couldn't close the. I don't have a Mac, so I didn't know how to close tabs. I don't know. It's different. So I'm here. Okay. So how's everyone going? Good. That's good. All right. So what I want to do is obviously our cars, and then I want to do a little bit of extra car stuff for the hips. So focus on our hips today, and then we'll do a little bit more stretching and maybe some pails and rails for a little bit. So let's stand up and let's do our neck first and go down from there. So here we're going to stand up nice and tall. Remember, plant those feet, close those fists, and then bring that chin down to the chest and start to rotate. Center, and then go back that way. And remember, pull those shoulders away from those ears. So if you tend to kind of come up like I do, just reassess, bring them down. Think you've got heavy weights in your hands. And we'll finish off the last loop. And then we'll go into our spine. Good. Okay, so let's have the hands across the chest again this week. And then come forward, rotate, tilt, and come around. It's very hot outside. Sunny and hot. We're making sure our hips are still, and it's just that spine moving through. Reaching behind, crunching forward, folding forward, tilting to the side. Nice. Next to our scapula. I want to keep the hands down today. Arms a little tight, shoulders a little tight. So I'm going to bring the shoulders up to the ears, protract, pull forward those scaps, separate them and pull them down. Pull the shoulders down, and then bring the shoulders back up to the ears and squeeze the shoulder blades together. All the meantime, keeping that rib cage tucked in. Clicks maybe as you pull down. Shut this last one. Good. All right. That's what the air comes. Let's do our shoulders now. So yeah, let's go straight on. So in front, up, find that sticking point and rotate from that shoulder. Yeah. Back again. Up. Reaching, stretching and keep that elbow locked. all pretty expert at this now. Good. It's just us three and four again next week. I'll hope the rest will bring some dumbbells, small ones for next week. I'm gonna do these cars with dumbbells. All right, so other side, reach up. Lots, reach, rotate, back again. Back. Nice work. All right, let's just stand up tall. Find that foot distance, and we're going to do our circles, but kind of standing. So wide, and then just going around like that. Push the hip back. Feet don't move. The whole foot stays flat on the ground. You quickly start to feel one side is not quite right. Nice and slow. Think of the positions. Finish this loop and then we'll go the other way. Knees locked. All right, let's go again. Push up one more. And then we'll come to the ground and we'll do our side lying cars. And then I'm going to introduce another one, which is a little bit more demanding. Let's make sure the hips are moving a bit better. So laying on the side, again, our knees together. Let's see. And then we're going to flex the foot, drive it up, open up, push behind, and come down. Don't be scared to squeeze your butt, and also push this leg that's on the ground into the floor. The next one after this, we're going to do it in a kind of a plank position. If it's too high, then we'll go on all fours. I'll do the ankles first. Let's change sides. Did barbell, you guys did barbell hip thrusts on Friday, right? I did them yesterday in my own workout. My butt is so sore. It's just day one. Yeah, day two, right? Is it sore today? The glute sore, yeah. Great. You're pushing that length of the ground into the ground. Breathe. Relax the body. Breath, I should say. Squeeze the glutes. Good. Right. Nice. All right. So let's do our ankles seated. So we're going to stay on the ground. And this time I want to keep the heel of the foot planted on the ground. So I don't care what you do with the other leg. But pushing into the ground, I want you to rotate the toes down and around. Good. And then we're going to keep looping around. You can put your hands on the middle of your shin. You should feel the muscles moving. That's a little bit of feedback. It's a little bit different than when we have our hand underneath our knee. Good. Now let's go the other way. Go around. Interesting. Okay, let's change sides. So flex the foot. Take that loop. So I'm going to go clockwise. Let's go the other way. So counterclockwise. So you really want to push the heel to the ground. You rotate around. Really try and point the toe and flex the foot as you come around. Now we're going to do the same position with the knee. Okay. So with this one, we're still got the heel on the ground. Our foot is flexed, it stays flexed, and then I just want to rotate inside to the medial side of the body and the outside distance. So flex to the center. Put your hands up near your where the tibia gets into the knee. So you really drive the heel into the ground here as well. And you'll feel a stretch in the back of your thumb. This one. And nice. Down a bit. Do the same to the other side. The hands just underneath the elbow there. Flex the foot. Rotate through to the center with the bone. Rotate. Good. See if the sides look different. You get better range on the side or better range on the other leg. Maybe both sides, the external rotations are a little bit harder. Internal. Mostly our movements, we have our feet parallel straight or externally rotated a little bit. So okay. So now we're going to challenge ourselves to try our hip cars in a prone position. So you think of a plank position. Okay. We're in this position. And then from here, we're going to drive the leg up, open up, push in, all the while keeping us down. Now, if that becomes too difficult, remember our all fours one, we can do that version too. Okay? So try it for a couple reps and then see. Everyone's toes okay? Yeah. So find that plank. Okay. Keep the hips down. So you want to have the hands over, shoulders over the hands. And then we're going to drive that knee up, open up behind, and come down. Then push back. Good. Let's do one more. Back. Let's do 5 if we can. If not, drop 2 knees and do the other 2 reps out of the plank. Okay, a bit of an ab workout here too. Last one. Good. How do you find that? Can you concentrate on the hip, or is it a little hard, isn't it? Because you're thinking about your plank position. So it's a bit of strength in the cars motion. Yeah. All right. We'll do 5 on the other side. Have a little rest for a second. Okay, let's find the plank position. Good. All right, so out into that plank. Push the toes into the ground, over the shoulders, drive that knee up to the chest, open up. Okay. Then drive it forward and push it back. 1. Up again. Good. Knee up. 3. Good. Keep that butt down. 4. Up, up. 1 more. Up. And 3, 4, 5. Whew. Yeah, sweating it up. Okay. So let's find a nice little comfortable hip. So I want to keep with the hips. We're going to do the one where we're in this position, but this time we just kind of let one foot down, one knee down, bring it back up, and then the other. So you will lift a little bit your butt off as you rotate that knee in, but don't go super crazy where you let the other knee flop down to the side. So just in this position. We'll do stretch. Nice. Okay, so now I want to do some pails and rails, but in our 1990 position. So we're going to be here, but this time, instead of pushing on the back leg and the front leg, I just want to fold forward. So my hands are going to be straddling on either side of this front leg, okay? And then we're just going to, at the same time, do the whole hip area. So I want you to, with our pails, push into the ground, hovered over here, like so. And then with the rails, just think of pulling up that pelvic floor and that hip, particularly the one in the front, up off the ground, but you're not going to, obviously, right? So we're going to hold this position, okay, so hovering over it, and you'll feel it obviously stretching the side of the leg for 2 minutes. And then I'm going to say push into the ground and then pull away from the ground, okay? And we're going to hold those for 10 seconds. And let's start at 50% and then do 80% and then 100%, okay? So let's find this stretching position. And you know, it's minimum 2 minutes, so if we're doing a bit longer, it's okay. And here, just relax. If you need to come up a little bit, you can, but just find that position that feels good and that you're getting a nice little stretch in. And remember, breathing here, okay? So when we're doing the pails and rails, obviously we're doing that abdominal contraction to generate that strength and that tension to push into the ground and to pull away as well. And then we'll let the belly relax. So remember, the first one's 50 cents, so not crazy. So I'm going to take a deep breath of air in. Good. And then I want you to push into the ground 50% for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And try to pull it off the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. Now we're going to go to 80%. And I want you to squeeze the glute behind as well, okay, when you're doing the pails and the rails. Okay, so breathe in. Good, and ready, and really 80% push. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pull away for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. And then you go whatever your 100% is. So you should shake with this one. Got it. Ready. You take a deep breath of air in and go. Drive it through. 10. Keep going. 5. Let's go. I'm not going to count. Count here. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and try and lift it off. Go, go, go. Pull, pull, pull. Come on. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. We can lie on our back a little bit. And like we did when we were seated up, a seated stretch, just slowly pushing through. And obviously we're going to do the other side. So relax here for a minute. You don't have to do this, you can just breathe. You're not lying flat ground. Okay. Come up and let's do the other side. So obviously make sure you change legs to the front. Find that straddled over position. Good. And we're going to hold for 2 minutes. So just relax here. Good. Holding. Adjust to a little bit if you want. One more minute. Again, we're going to go 50, 80, and 100. Relax. Big breath here. Breathing in. Letting go. You'll sink a little deeper with that relaxed breathing. 15 seconds. All right. So let's go 50%. Take a deep breath of air in, and then drive your foot, your leg into the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and try and lift off away from the floor for 10, 9, so squeeze your ass. Yep. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. Now 80%. Take that deep breath of air in. Good. And drive it into the ground. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Drive. Drive. 80%. You're 80% on your barbell. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And pull it away. Come on. Up, 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 up. Squeeze that butt. Try and bring the hips off the ground. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And relax. Okay. We've got one more. Ready? Breathe it in. And 100%. Drive. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Push, 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 push. You're gonna try and break the ground underneath you. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And pull away. Up, 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 up. Squeeze everything. Squeeze the glutes, hips. Knees trying to come closer together. Coming up, 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 up. And relax. Nice. Yeah, really done. Well done. Great. So do what feels good there. And then we're going to go into some nice little stretching. Push. So, let me get this. Ready? So we'll start off, let's do one with our legs straight, okay? And then we're gonna bring one leg across, so like so. Okay, and then the side of the leg that's out, we're gonna rotate into it like so, okay? So we'll hold that for a minute. Yes, you try and twist around, but don't force it. It's comfortable. That's it. Now come out that. Change sides. Round. Rotate. Right. Back. And you can bring your hand behind a little bit more and try and look to the back of the room a little bit more as it feels comfortable. Good. These out of that. Okay. Next, we're going to bring one leg, so we're going to lay on our back again. You're going to bring one leg across the other one, and then your hands through, and then bring that foot down like so. Yeah. And so you just feel a stretch. It's like a yeah, it's for the side of the hip. Your forms, which is a little area there that gets tightened up. We to prevent sciatica. We want to keep that nice and loose. Here, try and keep your neck long. Okay, so pull that chin to the tuck it in, and then feel that lengthening of the spine as well. Position. Good. And then let's change sides. Flip it around. Do some ankle rotations if you want to while you're waiting, stretching. Multitask. Okay. Seconds. One more deep breath in. Go. And then we'll come out that. And then we'll go into our lunge. What's the time saying? Okay, 4 minutes. So let's go into our lunge. Okay. Have our hand on the ground. And then if we can, tight there, bring your elbow down and rotate, open up like this. So lunge out. Okay, opposite hand
go on the ground until the leg gets out, and then open. Yeah. So you do a lot of this in the warm-ups. We'll do 5 rotations, and then we'll try and hold down that position. Okay, 1 more rotation, and then come down to that position, and you can also bring your other hand down, like so. Or if you have to, you can stand up, stay in that position. Just sink the hips a little bit lower, so you're going to get that nice hip flexor stretch, and you can let this leg fall over, so your side of your foot can be on the foot can be on its side, so we can't. Okay. All right, let's come out of that, and let's do the same on the other side, and that will be our last movement for today. Good. All right, so remember opposite arm, and then we're going to do those rotations first. 1, and then don't force it. This time it will come down lower. And then find that position, and stay in here. And then, what's next? Here. Remember, you're sinking into it, okay? And you can let this leg come out to the side. You have one hand on the side, one on the ground. Try relaxing here. If you need to come up higher, you can. Good. All right, and then come out of that. And we got 1 minute, so let's just stay on the ground, and if I get shut off, have a good week. And I'll see you next Sunday. But we're just gonna lay down on the ground. You ever play this game? Like dead soldiers. So you just lay down, arms are out, relax. And in here, he's gonna take some nice deep breaths. Good, and don't force the pelvic floor or anything like that now. We're just kind of laying dead soldier. There must be a yoga name for it. But so keep breathing.